Look on the screen. Look on the screen. It's three Dusties, if you know what I mean. These three Dusties decided to rob the storage unit. Yep. I think 109 times. Let's go ahead and get some clarity. I'm not for sure about that. Look on the screen. These three Dusties robbed a unit. One unit contained what? They were able to get away with what? I think 8 guns. They left some things behind, ammunition. So Dusties bring drama. They love trauma. The financial implications. Too much dust in the nation. I hope that everyone who was at that extra space storage unit has the insurance. If not, consider your homeowners, okay? Well, their property may be covered. And if there's neither insurance from the facility on the rental agreement or the home, then those people are more than likely SOL. Don't want to work. So let's see what the three jerks did. And here we go. Fair use, ladies and gentlemen.
Breaking into storage units in the middle of the night, taking some very pricey items.
Yeah, and we're hearing of similar crimes at other storage units. Local 10 Sinella Sabovic is live in Hollywood with more. Sinella. Eden and Louis police throughout Broward County say this type of crime is on the rise. Thefts at storage facilities. The latest one to get hit is this one in Hollywood, this extra space storage. 3 men entered into this facility early yesterday morning, but police acted quick and made their arrest right after the crimes were committed. Hollywood police making a big arrest. These 3 men from Orlando are accused of burglarizing more than 100 units at this extra space storage facility in Hollywood.
The PC states that the defendants damaged and unlawfully entered approximately 109 storage units.
109 storage units equals to 109 burglary charges for Anthony Rosario, Victor Molina, and Osmani Sanchez. They faced a Broward judge today where she set a pretty hefty bond, more than $200,000 each. Police would also recover some of the stolen goods.
Your Honor, when law enforcement went through the duffel bags that were left behind full of content that was stolen from these storage units, they recovered 8 firearms, Your Honor, ammunition, and 2 kilograms of field-tested positive cocaine.
This isn't the first extra space storage that was burglarized. A little more than 2 weeks ago, this facility in Fort Lauderdale on Broward Boulevard was broken into. Surveillance video from that burglary shows 4 people prying open unit after unit. Police say for hours they dug through storage spaces using a crowbar and other tools, taking items in the process. In total, 47 units were hit.
I lost around $13,000 of jewelry.
This woman who did not want to show her face says her unit was broken into.
The sneakers, the purses that were in there, they can be replaced, but the old stuff that was given to me, there was some coins in there. I can't replace that.
So it's unclear if this burglary in Hollywood is connected to the burglary that occurred a little more than 2 weeks ago in Fort Lauderdale. Detectives there are looking into any and all leads and connections at this point. And also these facilities have 24/7 surveillance cameras constantly rolling. We reached out to the company to see during these off hours if anyone is monitoring them. We have yet to receive a response. Once we do, we'll pass that information along.
Wow. So these appear to be able-bodied men. Look, they know how to plan. So your arms and legs definitely work to steal. They will rob, but they don't want to find a job. And you hear they found drugs there, so more than likely this here is to feed a drug habit. Look, they know how to plan. They know how to come with the ladder. Really and truly. Here's the thing about those Dusties. They're so stupid. Have you noticed something? Let's just look at this. Watch how they're just tearing up the property. Look, he just prying that door open like some darn heathen. So now this has been damaged. Now, here's what I want to get to. Don't want a job but will rob? Check this out. You see how they're pulling this apart? They've got the ladder, right? And you see how they pull that apart? They're prying the units open, okay? So you see that, right? Just prying it open, tearing up stuff. Again, Dusties bring drama. They bring trauma. The financial implications, too much dust in the nation. So think about it. Here's how stupid they are. Stop. I know critical thinking skills totally elude Dusties. There is a thing called work smarter, not harder. So as they were pulling these units apart, destroying them and lifting them up, the fools have a ladder. Now I see there's a partition here. It probably would have been a little easier, more than likely, to just push the ladder next to the thing over here. And they've got those cutters. If it is cut, because I don't know if it's like wire or very hard, but I've actually seen a guy, because he recovered some stolen property for myself, and all the guy did for me, well, basically what happened, the person, I left some luggage out, and so I went to my vehicle. So Becky came in. Becky came in and saw my suitcase, and what she did, like, I'm here. Becky came and saw my suitcase, and guess what? The camera's rolling. She rolled my suitcase into her storage here, like 2 or 3 doors down, and then she locked it. So I come back and it's like, hey, where's my suitcase? My suitcase is gone. Where's my suitcase? And it's only 2 of us there. So that ended up being an endeavor. Long story short, I followed her. She's like, you can look in the van. I sure as heck do want to look in your van. And it wasn't there in the van. And so what happened, the management was able to, he's like, it's only 2 people there. And I did call the police. And she was telling the cops, I didn't steal her luggage. I didn't steal her bag. She stole her own bag. Idiot, why would I want to steal my own bag? It's mine, you idiot. Yeah, Dusty Becky. So then the storage facility guy, he's like, I'm like, the bag didn't just walk up out of there, and I was like, hey, it's got my Burberry raincoat in there, man. I need my bag back, come on. This is my things in there. Very large bags. It's a suitcase. So all the guy did for me was get the ladder, and he looked over, and guess what? He saw the bag in Becky's storage. So we called the police and said, okay, I've described the bag to the police. Guess what? We found it here in another tenant's storage. And so, long story short, they end up getting rid of her. But yeah, that's what she did. Because I left it in the hall, just like here, and I went to my car just briefly. So, lesson learned, just lock it down. If you think no one's around, still lock it down. So, here, I'm not sure if this is like the camera, or maybe they've got some kind of covering here, but it looks very, very thin. Okay? So it would have been easy just to hop over this, maybe cut this thing, and just, hey, you're in there, boom, you could toss it over, But no, Dusties love to be destructive. They just don't care. But think, they knew how to plan. These are the men dressed in black. They got that ladder going. Uh-oh, fingerprints. Guess what? Not today. Dusties wearing gloves. So they know how to plan to steal and to be destructive. But they can't plan to get a job, start a business, or be productive. Can't do that. That goes against the code of dustiness. So the good thing is they're called. But look how they planned it. All dressed in black. I guess they're going trying to be like some ninjas, and got the little, the black gloves on, so that they don't want any fingerprints, because more than likely their fingerprints are probably already in the system, because more than likely it's highly probable that, guess what, they are already probably convicted felons. So think they came with a plan. For all you know, they probably stole the gloves, the clothes they're wearing, and probably stole this ladder. But look how they planned. They plan to do something destructive, but they can't plan to be productive. And that is why I have absolutely no sympathy for them. So this here, you got 109 units hit, $200,000 bail. They got what they deserve. So I want to see what kind of time they're going to get. Young, able-bodied men, you want a quick lick. Don't want to work. Dusties being drama. Dusties being trauma. The financial implications is too much dust in the nation. It makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these young men and women, especially a lot of these men I'm seeing, of all nationalities, man, that dust is thick. That dust is just going across every community. Don't want to work. But they'll do a lot of destructive and cause people a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. So I hope they get sufficient time for committing these crimes. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe. Again, for the victims, I hope they have insurance. If they don't have insurance, maybe I believe sometimes things like this here are covered up under your homeowner's policy. Okay? So check it out. Look forward to your comments. Feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. People, stay safe and happy Friday.